Good morning and welcome to my class. I'm Ms. Vandana Gupta, Assistant Professor in Mathematics. In our last lecture, we studied how to calculate median for group data of continuous time. I think one problem we could solve in the last lecture. Let us take one more problem today and then we will start with more. That is the third measure of central tendency. So let us quickly do one more problem here. Let us take this exercise. Find median. This mode we are going to do today. Okay, so first we will calculate the median. Find median for the following distribution. Look at the data. In the first row, marks are given, and in the second row, number of students having that marks. So the second row indicates the frequency. This is the group data of continuous type because here the class intervals are given. Let us read the data and try to understand. So between 0 to 5, there are 5 students. I mean, 5 students are having the marks between 0 and 5. 9 students between 5 and 10. 14 students are having the marks between 10 and 15, and so on. So marks are out of 30. I mean, the range of the marks are from 0 up to 30. So this is a group data of continuous time. We will calculate the median here first, and more first we will study how to calculate, and then we will come back to the problem and solve the problem for more. So first we will calculate median, which we have already done in the last class, how to solve the mean, how to find the median. So I will first write down this table in the vertical way, as I find that vertical way of writing the table I find convenient. You can even have horizontal way, the way as you like. So the first column is the marks. Let me not write on this because here we are not given the actual value of the marks. We are given the class interval, correct? So we have to delete this. It is not X, no? It says, I mean, the marks are in the range, number of students. So this is the frequency. So just cancel that. So the marks are in the range 0 to 5, 5 to 10, and so on. And here number of students. Number of students, that means it is the frequency, F. How to read this table? There are 5 students whose marks are between 0 and 5. That means either 0 or greater than 0 but less than 5. We don't include the upper limit except for the last interval. So between 0 to 5, there are 5 students. So the frequency of this class is 5. The second class interval is 5 to 10 and its frequency is 9. 10 to 15, frequency is 14. 15 to 20, frequency is 12. 20 to 25, frequency is 8. And the last one, 25 to 30, the frequency of this class is 4. Okay. This is what is my data. We just erase it with black ink. Wait a minute. Which is marks in the range. Okay, marks are in this range. That is class interval, and this is the frequency. Okay. So I have written the table in the vertical way. Now to calculate the median, as I told you, median is a positional average. So position is important here. So what we need to do to calculate the median, we have to first find out the cumulative frequency. This is our first step, correct? First step is to find the cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency. That is, in short, we call it as CF. I have already, in the last two lectures, I have already demonstrated that how to calculate the cumulative frequency. So for this class, it will be 5. Same. Okay. For the next class, 5 plus 9, 40. For this class, 10 to 15, 40 plus 40, that is 28. Then for the class 15 to 20, 28 plus 12. This we have done so many times, okay? 40. Then from between 20 and 25, this for this class interval, cumulative frequency will be 40 plus 8, that is 48. And for the last class interval, 25 to 30, it is 48 plus 4. That is 58. Okay. So this way we can quickly find out the cumulative frequencies. Now, what is the second step? Go back to the stats. To calculate the median, first step is calculate cumulative frequencies. What is the second step? Find capital N. What is capital N? It is summation of frequencies. Third step is calculate N upon 2. Okay. And the fourth step is locate the median class and then finally apply the formula. So first step we have done. Now find out the second step. I mean, in the second step, go to the second step. So calculate capital N. Capital N is nothing but summation of frequencies. Add this column. So when you add this column, you will get 52. So summation of F, that is total values of the data, is 52. This and this should match. So we have calculated capital N. What is my third step? Because I'm calculating median, I have to median divides the data into 2 parts, and that's the reason we will divide N by 2. Okay, so find N by 2. N by 2. So N is 52. 52 upon 2. So how much? 26. Correct? Look at here. The value of N is 52. Correct? So value of N is 52. So N upon 2, that is 26. N upon 2, that is 26. Okay. So we have done the third step. What is the fourth step? Fourth step is very important. It is to locate the median class. So to locate the median class, what we have to do? We have to see the cumulative frequency column. Start reading the values from top. This is the cumulative frequency column. Start reading the values from here. N by 2 हमारा कितना आया? यहाँ मैं लिखती हूँ. N by 2, 52 upon 2, that is 26, correct? 26 आया. So we will locate the median class. How? Start reading the cumulative frequency column and stop where the frequency, cumulative frequency, is just exceeding the number 26. So it is 5, 14, and here 26. 8 is bigger than 26. Put an arrow here, and it is for this class interval. So this is your median class. I hope you have understood. Yesterday also we have done this. See, in discrete case, here you will not get the class interval. You will get a number here, value. So that will be your median. But in continuous type of distribution, you get a class interval. Okay, that is your median class. And then you have to apply the formula to find out the median. the value of median should come between 10 and 15. Okay, because the median class is 10 to 15. So it will come, the value of median will between 10 and 15. So you have located the median class. Look at here. So fourth step we have done. Locate the median class as the class for which cumulative frequency just exceeds n by 2. मतलब n by 2 से just बड़ा कहाँ पर होता है? That class is your median class. Then you have to apply the formula. So what is the formula to calculate the median? This is the formula. Median is equal to L1 plus L2 minus L1 into n by 2 minus CF divided by F. So let us apply the formula. Write out the formula. Median is equal to L1 plus L2 minus L1 into n by 2 minus CF. Is n upon 2 minus CF divided by F. Remember that this division is only up to here. Okay, so you have to first calculate this and then add it to n. What is your median class? Median class क्या है हमारा? Median class is, what is your median class? 10 to 15. 10 to 15. 10 to 15. Okay, so find out the values of L1, L2. Wait a minute. So it is 10 to 15. 10 to 15. Okay. Median class is 10 to 15. So what is the value of L1? L1 means lower boundary, so that is 10. What is L2? It is the upper boundary, that is 15. What is F? F means frequency of this class. What is the frequency of this class? 14. So F is 14. Median class is 10 to 15. 10 to 15. I don't know what is happening here. Something is wrong. So median class is 10 to 15. What is your formula to calculate median? Let us write down here. It is L1 plus L2 minus L1 into n by 2 minus CF divided by F. This is your formula. So what is the value of L1? L1 is 10. L2 is 15. And what is your F? Go back to the table. F is 14 and CF is cumulative frequency of the class just above this. So that is 14. Here F is also 14 and CF is also 14. Why it is? So L1 is, I don't know what is happening here, why it is, L1 is 10, L1 is 10, L2 is 15, F is 14 and CF is also 14. This is what we have got. Okay, for now apply the formula. So median is equal to L1 plus L2 minus L1 into n by 2 minus CF divided by F. So L1 is 10, L2 minus L1, that is 15 minus 10 is 5, n by 2 minus CF, n by 2 minus CF. What was the value of n by 2? It was 26. So 26 minus 14. Look at here, n by 2. It was 26. Okay. So 26 minus 14, that is 12. So 5 into 12 divided by 14. F is 14. So 10 plus, you calculate this first. So 5 into 12 divided by 14. How much it will be? Use your calculator. So 5 into 12 divided by 14 is giving you 4.285. So 29. So that is 14.8. So therefore, what is the value for median? Median is equal to 14.29. Remember that first you have to solve this and then add it to 10. So in this problem, median is 14.2. So we have seen the how to calculate the median. So that this is just I wanted to take one more problem of median. Now today's topic is mode. So let us see what is mode. Mode is one more measure of central tendency. See, what is mode? Mode is defined as the value of the variable which is repeated maximum number of times in the data. Okay. Mode is defined as the value of a variable which is repeated maximum number of times in the data. Now, you know that the number of times a value is repeated in the data is called its frequency, correct? So in other words, what is mode? Mode is the value whose frequency is maximum, okay? Which is repeated maximum number of times in a data. That is what is your mode, okay? So let us, for example, let me give you an example here. Suppose I write a data here, example. I write a data here, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5. I have written a data here. And if I ask you what is the mode, so what I have to look for? I have to look for the number which is repeated maximum number of times in the data. So look at here the number 1. 1 is just written only once. 2 is also written only once. 3 is written 3 times and 4 is written 2 times. You see here 5 is repeated 4 times. That is maximum number of times. So the mode for this data is 5. I hope you have understood. Okay. So mode is the value which is repeated maximum number of times in a data. Or in other words, mode is a value which has got highest frequency or maximum frequency. Now see, for the raw data, there are, you know that there are raw data, there are group data. Okay. So to calculate the raw data, how will you find the mode? Now, raw data means what? The data which is written like this, one after the other, separated by 1. To calculate the mode, you can just, by inspection, you can find out, okay, if the data is a small data. So, mode can be obtained by just inspection as the value which is repeated maximum number of times. So, if you are given a raw data, to find the mode, just read the data and see which value is repeated maximum number of times. So let us take one example which I have already taken here. 10 students secured marks. 10 students secured the following marks in a certain examination. What are the marks scored by the students here? It is 39, 42, 30, 41, 38, 58, 41, 35, 39, and 40. You have to find out the mode. That means you have to find out which number is repeated maximum number of times. So just inspect this data. Look at here, 39. 39 is there? Yes, 2 times. 39 is there 2 times. Okay. So if you want, you can write here. 39 is repeated 2 times. 42. 42, how many times it is written? Only 1 time. Like this, you can see. 30 is written only 1 time. Then 41 is written 1, 2, and 3 times. Look at here. 41 is written 3 times. 38 is only written 1 time. Like this, you can see 58 also written 1 time. 41 written 2 times, 3 times. And 35 only 1 time. 39 also 2 times. Okay, 39. So which is the number repeated maximum number of time? It is 41. It is repeated 3 times, which is the highest. So mode for this data is 41. As 41 is repeated maximum number of times, that is 3 times in the data. बाकी सब एक या दो ही बार रिपीट हो रहे थे, 41 3 बार रिपीट हो रहे थे, तो सबसे ज्यादा. That is why mode is 41. Now, for this type of data, if it is a small data, then by mere inspection you can find out. But what about if this data is very big? Then it is better to group the data. So we will see how to find out the mode for the group data. Now, in group data also there are two types of data. One is discrete type, the other one is continuous type. Now, once again, I'm reminding you what is the meaning of discrete type of data. In the discrete type of data, you are given actual values of the variable and their frequencies in the tabular form. In continuous type of data, instead of actual values, you will be given the class interval. That is the difference between discrete and continuous. So how to find out the mode for group data of discrete type? It is very easy. In discrete type of data, to find out the mode, what you will look for? You will look for the frequency. जिसका frequency सबसे ज्यादा है, that is the mode. That value is the mode. Okay. So mode is the value of a variable with maximum frequency. मतलब सबसे ज्यादा जिसकी frequency. Okay. So find mode for the following data. I have taken this example here. If it is an example of group data of discrete type. To find out the mode, okay, what I have to do? I have to find out which value is having maximum frequency. Okay, frequency, you know, it is a number of times a value is repeated in the data. Look at this table. The first column is giving you size of pens in centimeters, and the second column is giving you number of pens. मतलब एक शॉप में सपोज कितने पेन हैं इस साइज के. Okay, so 60 centimeter size के 11 pens are there. Means the frequency of 60 is 11. Frequency of 65 is 15, and so 70 का frequency 25, 75 का 40, 80 का 20, 85 का 15, and 90 का 10. You have to find out what is the mode for this data. So to calculate the mode, just go to this frequency column and see where you are having the maximum frequency. So it is 11, 15, 25, 40, 20. So this is the maximum frequency. Okay. Highest frequency is here. Here. This is the maximum frequency. Maximum is सबसे ज़्यादा. ये किसके लिए है? This maximum frequency is for 75. And therefore, what is the mode? Mode is 75. That means in this particular shop, सबसे ज़्यादा stock किस साइज के पेन का है? 75 साइज सेंटीमीटर. इस साइज के पेन का सबसे ज्यादा स्टॉक है. There are 40 pens with this size. That is the mode. Okay. So as the maximum frequency is 40 and it is for size 75. So the model size of the pen is 75 centimeters. Okay. I hope you have understood. So discrete data of discrete group data of discrete type. To calculate the mode, just look at the frequency. Where it is highest, see for which value it is highest, that value becomes a mode. It is that simple. Okay. Now see here, here to calculate mode, you don't have to find cumulative frequencies. Right? Median निकालने के लिए हमको cumulative frequency निकालना पड़ता है. So now we have seen how to find out mode for the group data of discrete type. Now let us see how to calculate the mode for continuous type of data. Mode for group data of continuous type. Okay. Now, as you know that if the data is continuous, what is the meaning of that? You will be having a table where class intervals will be given along with the frequencies. So here the variate is continuous. So it is expressed using class intervals with the respective frequencies. तो ऐसे केस में जब आपको मोड निकालना है तो you have to apply the formula. So there are two steps. First step is what? Locate the model class. जैसे मीडियन में हमने मीडियन क्लास लोकेट किया था, ऐसे ही यहाँ पर हम मॉडल क्लास को लोकेट करेंगे. Now what is the meaning of, how will you locate the model class? तो मॉडल क्लास इज द क्लास विथ मैक्सिमम फ्रीक्वेंसी. जिस क्लास का फ्रीक्वेंसी सबसे ज्यादा है, दैट क्लास इज द मॉडल क्लास. Now, once you have located the model class, you have to apply the following formula to calculate the mode. Look at here the formula. Mode is equal to L1 plus L2 minus L1 in another bracket F1 minus F0 divided by F1 minus F0 plus F1 minus F2. Here one thing to be noted, in the numerator ये दोनों ब्रैकेट के बीच में मल्टीप्लिकेशन का सिंबल, कोई भी सिंबल नहीं है मतलब मल्टीप्लिकेशन, और डिनोमिनेटर में ये दोनों ब्रैकेट के बीच में प्लस का सिंबल, ये आपको याद रखना है. ठीक है. नाउ यू मे वंडर कि ये क्या है L1 L2 एंड ऑल दिस थिंग्स. सो जैसे हमने मीडियन क्लास के समय L1 और L2 क्या होता था, लोअर बाउंड्री एंड अपर बाउंड्री, यहाँ पर भी वैसे ही है. L1 is lower boundary of the model class. L2 is upper boundary of the model class. Now, what is this F1, F2, F0? So, F for frequency. Okay. So, whenever we write F1, it is the frequency of the model class. यानी जो आपने model class identify किया है, उसका frequency को we will denote by F1. F0, frequency of the class which is just above the model class. मॉडल क्लास के ऊपर जो क्लास है उसका फ्रीक्वेंसी को हम F0 से डिनोट करेंगे, और F2 फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ द क्लास जस्ट बिलो द मॉडल क्लास. एंड देन वंस वी हैव found out what is L1, L2, F1, F0 and F2, just put it in the formula and find the value of it. So let us solve one problem, then only you will understand. So let us take one problem to find the mode. Look at this. Find mode for the following data representing daily wages of 107 workers of a factory. Look at this data. The first column is giving you daily wages in rupees, and the second column is giving you number of workers jinka daily wages falls between this class. So 200 to 300 ke range mein there are 15 workers. So frequency of this class is 15. What do you understand? There are 15 workers जिनका daily wages 200 और 300 के बीच में. There are 26 workers जिनका daily wages 300 से 400 के बीच में, and so on. So this is your frequency table given to you. This is a continuous type of data because you are given the class intervals. Okay. Now, how to find out the mode for this data? So we will go as per our steps. So what is our first step? Our first step is locate the model class. How do you locate the model class? It is the class having maximum frequency. तो हमें क्या करना है, ये फ्रीक्वेंसी का कॉलम देखना है. यहाँ पर सबसे ज्यादा फ्रीक्वेंसी कहाँ है, 36. पुट एन एरो. ओके, और ये किस क्लास के लिए है, ये इस क्लास के लिए है. So this is my model class. You understood? So what we do? Let us highlight it. So this is the model class. Okay, 400 to 500. How to find out the model class once again? Model class, how to find out? Look at the frequency column. हमको क्या करना है, फ्रीक्वेंसी के कॉलम में देखना है जिस क्लास का फ्रीक्वेंसी सबसे ज्यादा है. इट इज दिस 36. वो क्लास इज द मॉडल क्लास. ओके, सो द मॉडल क्लास इन दिस प्रॉब्लम इज फॉर 400 to 500. This is the maximum. Frequency is maximum. As the maximum frequency is 36, it is for the class 400 to 500. So model class is 400 to 500. Now we will apply the formula. Okay? Write down the formula to calculate the mode. What is your formula to calculate the mode? Mode is equal to L1 plus L2 minus L1 into F1 minus F0 divided by F1 minus F0 plus, remember in the denominator it is plus and here it is multiplication. Now find out what is your L1, L2, F1, F0 and so on. So what is a model class? Model class हमारा क्या आया था? model class is 400 to 500. Model class is 400 to 500. So what is the value of L1? L1 is the lower boundary of the model class. So L1 is 400. What is L2? L2 is 500. So what will be L2 minus L1? That you can here itself you can calculate. So 500 is L2 minus 400. So that is so L2 minus L1, which is the width of the class, length of the class, that is 100. Okay. Now find out what is F1, F2, F0. So what is F1? Look at here. F1 is the frequency of the model class. Okay. So this is a model class. इसका frequency 36 है. यानी F1 is this. Okay. F1 is 36. What is F0? 1 के पहले 0 आता है ना, तो इसके पहले वाली क्लास का फ्रीक्वेंसी. So this is F0. And 1 के बाद 2 आता है, तो इसलिए इसका F2 is 30. So this is how you have to remember. Frequency of the model class, call it as F1. तो F1 is 36. 1 के बाद 2 आता है, तो उसके नीचे वाला जो क्लास है उसका फ्रीक्वेंसी को हम नाम देंगे F2. तो F2 is 20. एंड 1 से के ऊपर 0 आता है, 1 से पहले, करेक्ट. तो इस मॉडल क्लास के ऊपर का क्लास, उसका फ्रीक्वेंसी को we will call as F0. So F0 is 26, F1 is 36 and F2 is 20. This is your model class, जिसको मैंने हाईलाइट किया. This is your correct. So let us write down F1 36, F2 26 and F1 36, F0 26. F1 36, F1 is 36, F2 is 26 and sorry, F0 is 26. And what is F2? F2 is 20. 26, 36, 20. Like this it is. 26, 36, 20. F2 is 20. Okay. F2 is 20. F2 is 20. F0 is 26. Look at here. F0 is 26, F1 is 36, and F2 is 20. Okay. Now, what are the things we require in the formula L1? L1 is 4. Plus, what is L2 minus L1? Look at here. L2 minus L1 is 100. Okay. Next bracket. F1 minus F0. Find out what is F1 minus F0. So F1 is 36 and F0 is 26. So 36 minus 26, that is 10. So this is 10 divided by F1 minus F0. So that we have already calculated, it is 10 plus F1 minus F2. F1 minus F2. What is F1? It is 36 and F2 is 20. So 36 minus 20, so that is 16. Okay. So it is 16. 400 plus 100 into 10, that is 1000. See, in the numerator, ये दोनों ब्रैकेट के बीच में कोई भी सिंबल नहीं है, मतलब मल्टीप्लिकेशन, ये याद रखो. और ये जो F1 minus F0 है, वो ही हम यहाँ लिखेंगे, प्लस F1 minus F2. So 100 into 16, 10 plus 16 is 26. Okay. So first, what you have to do, you have to calculate this 1000 divided by 26. What will you get? 1000 divided by 26. That is 38.46. Use your calculator. Okay. So 1000 divided by 26, that is 38.46, and add 400 to this. So it is 438.46. So the answer is, therefore, what is the mode? Mode is 438.46. Okay. And you can see that your model class was 400 to 500. So mode का जो value आएगा, ये इन दोनों के बीच में होना चाहिए, and it is in between. Here, a common mistake which students make, is they while dividing, no, they add this 400 plus 1000 and then divide. That is wrong. So first you have to do this calculation, and then 1000 divided by, because your division is only up to here. L1 plus ye calculate. So this is 38, and then this you have to add to 4. So the mode is 438.46. So in this way we can find out the mode for the group data of continuous type. So once again, to find the mode for continuous type of data, what you have to do? Only 2 steps. Here you don't have to find out cumulative frequency, जैसे मीडियन में करते थे. आपको केवल फ्रीक्वेंसी का कॉलम देखना है, और जहां पर सबसे बड़ा फ्रीक्वेंसी है, मैक्सिमम, वो जो क्लास है, दैट इज योर मॉडल क्लास. नाउ वंस यू हैव आइडेंटिफाइड द मॉडल क्लास, व्हाट यू हैव टू डू इज अप्लाई द फॉर्मूला. ओके, फॉर्मूला आपको थोड़ा याद करना पड़ेगा, बट वंस यू डू 3-4 प्रॉब्लम्स, फॉर्मूला विल ऑटोमेटिकली fixed in your mind. Okay, so you know L1 is 400, L2 is 500, और इस क्लास की फ्रीक्वेंसी को हम F1 बोलेंगे. तो F1 is 36, इसके ऊपर वाली क्लास की फ्रीक्वेंसी को F0 और इसके नीचे वाली को F1. Once you know all these values, what you have to do is just put in the formula, use your calculator and solve it. Solve this. Okay, so and the value of mode should come in between the model class range, that is 400 to 500. So I have given you some, this problem we have already done, median and mode. You can see this problem you can take as a homework. Find median and mode for the following distribution, so that your practice for median as well as for mode will be done. Okay. For the same problem, you can also find mean also, mean, median, and mode. Remember now, to calculate mean निकालना है तो आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा. सपोज मैं यहाँ पर ये भी ऐड कर देती हूँ, फाइंड मीन, मीडियन एंड मोड. तो मीडियन के लिए क्या फॉर्मूला है? तो मीडियन निकालते समय आपको x निकालना पड़ता है. व्हाट इज x? x इज क्लास मार्क. क्लास मार्क का मतलब क्या होता है? मिडल वैल्यू ऑफ द क्लास. ओके, फॉर एग्जांपल इस क्लास का मिडल वैल्यू है 5, इसका 15, इसका 25, एंड यू विल हैव टू प्रिपेयर a column, x का column, f का column, and f into x. This we have already done. I'm just trying to recollect everything. So you can go back to my recordings and find the mean. Median निकालने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा आपको? For median के लिए आपको क्या करना होगा? For median, you have to prepare a column for cumulative frequency. आपको median के लिए CF निकालना, cumulative frequency, फिर locate the median class and then apply the mode. के लिए ना आपको cumulative frequency निकालना है, ना आपको class mark निकालना है, केवल frequency देखो कहाँ पर सबसे बड़ा है, इधर सबसे बड़ा है 8. So this is your model class. Okay, and then you have to apply the formula. Okay, so I hope you have understood this. So you can try this exercise at home. I will put in the group also, to find the mode for the following data. So these two are raw data. ये just आप inspect करके read करके ही बता सकते हैं कि यहाँ पर mode क्या होगा. Third and fourth is group data of discrete time. यहाँ पर भी बहुत easy है. सबसे ज़्यादा highest frequency किसका है? इधर 25, और ये किस value के लिए है? 30. तो यहाँ पर mode होगा 30. This will be the answer. Mode is 30. देख कर ही बता सकते हैं. यहाँ सबसे ज्यादा हाईएस्ट फ्रीक्वेंसी किधर है? इधर, और वो किस साइज के लिए है? 8. तो दिस इज ओनली. आपको क्या, बोर्ड बहुत इजी है कैलकुलेट करना, केवल आपको यहाँ पर फॉर्मूला लगाना पड़ेगा. तो यहाँ आपको लोकेट करना पड़ेगा मॉडल क्लास. तो फ्रीक्वेंसी किसका सबसे ज्यादा है? इसका. दिस इज योर मॉडल क्लास. मॉडल क्लास, देन अप्लाई द फॉर्मूला. I hope you have understood. If you have listened to my lecture carefully, you will understand everything. If you have not listened, go back to the recording which I am going to put in the group. And यहाँ पर in the last problem, which is the model class, maximum frequency is here. So model class is this. So you can see here that in the continuous type of case, you are not getting the actual value of the mode. You are getting the model class, and you have to apply the formula. And the model value will come between this class interval. जबकि ये जो प्रॉब्लम है, जो डिस्क्रीट टाइप का डेटा है, यहाँ आपको डायरेक्टली वैल्यू मिल जाता है. दिस इज व्हाट यू हैव टू टेक केयर ऑफ. So I hope you will do these problems. So I think enough for today. This problem I have already given you assignment for this. Thank you all.